Now we're gonna build let's oh wait, I already got GitHub open. Let's create a new repo. I'm gonna to-do list app Bootstrap React. This should be a lot easier, I think. To-do list app Bootstrap React. A simple to-do list app built with Bootstrap and React. Add a README. Let's clone it. Clone it down. CD. Well, let's just code into it. Well, no, CD to-do list app Bootstrap React. Joss, a big long repo name. Harkin, gonna do that sort? Yeah, let me know if you're not gonna do it. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. But if you're not gonna do it, that'd be cool. I can do it on the next stream. But it would be really, really cool. See some contributions to some of these projects. Sean usually does a good bit, but Sean's not here today for some reason. I don't see Sean. Maybe he's busy. He's saving lives. He's saving lives today. All right, so we have this on up. Let's open up the terminal. Flowbyte. I'm just going to new setup because I got everything I need in here. npm create vite at latest. Well, I already know how to do all that, so let's just do that. npm create vite at latest. Same directory. Need to install the following packages. There's a vite update. All right, ignore. We're going to React. We're going to do JavaScript. Let's install everything. Create vite. Did all that. Okay, npm tailwind, and then an p. Sean is saving lives today like a boss. Hopefully he'll watch the recap. I feel like he likes the live streams. In vanilla JavaScript, probably not. And if it were in React, I'd just use a library for it. Fortunately, I'm in the middle of migrating a WebRTC implementation to a new provider. By the end of the day, I'm drained mentally. I feel that. I code all day long and I have a blast, but when it's time to end the day, I'm pretty drained. No matter how much love I have for this stuff and learning, I'm always drained. I feel that. You know what I've always wanted to do? I know there's like some drag and drop sort of like event listeners native in vanilla JavaScript. I wonder if I can implement like a drag and drop feature to reorder instead of like maybe a manual way of doing it and clicking around. Nah, we're not going to use Tailwind this time. We'll use Bootstrap. Oh, wait. I see why you're asking me that. I'm on autopilot when I create a React app because I know I want to use Tailwind. I'll undo Tailwind. I'll uninstall it. Dennis is back. Sorry, he was in a meeting. Dennis is done for the day. Yeah, you can do the guts of it in JavaScript and event listeners and mirror stuff like that, but there's no UX to speak of. There's a little bit of UX. I don't know if you're familiar with Trello. I made a Trello clone a while back, and I used some of the JavaScript drag and drop features. And like, there's so many event listeners that are like associated with the drag and drop that you can add some really cool features. Like you can show that you're putting it in front of another item and it pushes the other items down, and it's all done natively. It's really, really cool. Like I said, I've done it a super long time ago and I don't remember any of it, but maybe that'd be a cool feature I can implement. Because I know you said you're swamped. Maybe we can do that. Not on stream though, or it'd have to be its own stream because it's gonna take a lot of like reading. Brian said no forgiveness. Next stream is more full. All right. Well, Dennis, I don't know if you're still here, but we did it. Go ahead and take a look at the repo if you want to. I think it came out pretty cool. We're gonna basically rebuild it now, but in React, so it should be a lot easier. At least that's the idea. Let's uninstall Tailwind auto prefixer, and I think what was the other one? Post CSS. Let's uninstall that. Let's delete that Tailwind config. Uh-oh, my cat is awake. He heard my chair squeaking and he's wondering if there's somebody here. Look how tired he looks. He doesn't even want to look at the camera. Alright. Go back to sleep. Sleepy kitty. Alright, let's get this built with React. So I'm assuming I can install Bootstrap with npm. I hope I can. There's a Vite tab on the left. Oh, you're right. Look at that. All right, I did that. Did all this. Okay. npm save Popper core. So install Bootstrap. Now you can install Bootstrap. We'll also install Popper since our dropdowns, popovers, and tooltips depend on it for their positioning. If you don't plan on using, that's fine. I'll use it. Install additional dependencies like Sass. In addition to Vite, Bootstrap, we need another dependency, Sass. Okay, seems easy enough. Let's do it. All right, so it's installing Bootstrap. Now I want to say this one was save dev, npm I save dev Sass. Cool. Well, we're using Vite, so might as well. Let's make sure it all installed. Yep, Bootstrap. Yeah, I don't see Sass in here. Did it not install Sass? Was there an issue? Oh, it's right here. It's in the dev dependencies. That's why. Cool. Ultra cool. Dev dep. Project structure. Do I need We've already created the My Project folder and initialized npm. Now I didn't do none of that. All I did was install it. So I need to create an index.html file, source.js, that's main. Dang, is it not as easy as just like, oh, and I have to configure it? Of course Dennis wouldn't be around. He'd be the one to ask. This looks super involved just to get Bootstrap set up. All right, let's start from the beginning in case there's something I needed to do. So make directory, we're making a project, cd my project, npm init. This is Vite, but I don't think it's React. Yeah, I don't think this is React. I don't know anyone using Bootstrap in a new React app development. It's either styled components or Tailwind. Yeah, I don't use Bootstrap at all. I'm more familiar with Tailwind, but Dennis, who's not even here anymore, he wanted me to try out Bootstrap, so I'm trying it out. I'm not sure if you can easily use this with React. Let's see how to use Bootstrap with React/Vite. Let's see. This just takes me to the same thing. Let's see what else. How to use React Bootstrap and Vite.js. Doesn't seem to work with Vite. When I try, React Bootstrap styles are not working. Here's an example of my app.jsx. This was 1 year and 1 month ago. 1 year and 4 months ago, I'm sorry. What was the answer? Import bootstrap dist css bootstrap min.css. So in your case, I think you should install bootstrap as a dependency and then import it into your main.tsx. I'm not using TypeScript though, but I don't think that matters. I did install it. Let's just see if this works. Let's put it in the app component, I guess. Let's remove all of this. Main. Now let's put it in app. Let's also remove this. Actually, let's just remove all of this. Just do Tailwind and Tailwind UI and not tell Dennis. I mean, might as well, right? Oh boy. All right, let's just see if this is even doing anything. Oh, it doesn't like this already. Failed to load post CSS config. I don't. Oh, you know what? I think I changed this already. I don't need this post CSS config. I think I messed everything up whenever I what's in here? Move RF. Let's just start over. To-do list app bootstrap react. And let's just reclone it. CD to-do list app bootstrap react code. All right, starting fresh. Let's install npm create vite at latest. Uh-oh. Where am I? All right, so we got Vite set up. React. How do we install Bootstrap? Let's do that again. I don't like how big this is. Give me a sec. Download contents, browser, JavaScript, Webpack, parcel, Vite, accessibility. I just type in React, see if they have anything. Yeah, they don't have a single doc about React on here. Maybe you can't. Where was that that article I was just on? Let's go to Vite. Let's get that npm package. Years and years ago, you would use React Strap. I bet it's dead nowadays anyway. React Strap? I've never heard of that. React Strap is a React component library for Bootstrap. Well, that's cool. Other than being blinded right now, this seems cool. Yeah, and it's still importing the same Bootstrap, so I just need to, let me install it first and just see if this works. I got a feeling it'll work. We'll see. Let's copy this. Let's install everything first for React. We learn something new every day. Show do. All right, so we're gonna install Bootstrap, install Popper. I think we also need to install Sass. Yeah, let's install Sass. Do y'all know? I don't think Dennis even writes React. Yeah, you know, I'm starting to think Dennis doesn't even write React. He does vanilla. He does vanilla JavaScript. No wonder why he uses Bootstrap. I love that he's not here. I love that he's not here and we're doing this whole Bootstrap thing for him. That's funny. Okay, so we have it installed. Let's see if this even works though. Where's that import command? All right, so we're gonna import bootstrap dist css bootstrap min. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go to source. Let's delete app.css. Let's delete app.jsx. Let's remove all this CSS. Make sure we don't have anything in here. I sure did delete app.jsx, didn't I? Let's recreate it. RAFCE. All right, let's just import it up here. I don't know if that's even going to do anything, but let's do a button. Type equals button. And class equals button. Button dash primary. And oh, I gotta do class name. I've been in vanilla land for too long today. Button. Let's just see if this even works. It doesn't. Oh, wait, hold on. This is probably something completely different. Oh, I put this in assets. That's why. Okay. Should work now. Oh, wow, it does. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So we do have Bootstrap set up. It wasn't that hard. We literally just have to install it and install Sass and then just import it like so. But I'm wondering if that's just the CSS. Yeah, so I wonder how I would get everything else. Like the popper library as well as no, just the popper library as well. Yeah, as well as the JavaScript stuff for them too. But look at all this error, all these errors I'm getting in the console. I wonder why. Or is this still the same error from earlier? Yeah, it's the same error from earlier because it's fine now. App is equal to finished. Might as well. Vanilla JavaScript has come a long way, but I don't know if it's come far enough to be working with it exclusively. Yeah, I don't really care for vanilla JavaScript that much anymore. But I haven't used it in a long time, so trying to keep familiarized with it. You don't even use class names for React Strap. They're components. You import button from React Strap. Oh, that's neat. Is it, do you remember if it was like customizable and stuff still? Like, could you still like add either parameters or whatever to customize the component that you're rendering? Do you pass it as like props? Well, yeah, all the core functionality for Bootstrap is still there, but it's prop enforced. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. Maybe we'll take a look at that. I wonder if Dennis knows anything about this. Let's go ahead and use this. How do I... Okay, so npm install React Strap, React DOM. I think I have all that installed already. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. All right, so I think I installed it. Let's see. React Strap, yeah. React DOM. Yep. We already have this installed. We're already importing this. Import React from React, import button from React Strap. Let's try this. Okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, you can, let me make this a little bit bigger. I see what you're saying. So yeah, you can just add these props. Cool. Yeah, let's see if we can recreate this button using React Strap. Is that how you do it? Color equals danger. Oh yes, duh. We still have to use the let's do primary button. See if that even works. It does. That's really neat. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use this library. Thanks for the heads up. I'm gonna also share this with Dennis, see if he knows about it. React Strap. Well, actually, he wouldn't know about it. He doesn't write React. Yeah, all the core functionality in Bootstrap is still there. It's just prop enforced. Oh, I read that already. Cool. All right, let's build out this. Let's go ahead and build this all out. Harkin saving the day again. And a YouTube link. What do we got? Why are you sending me scroll animations? Shout out to Kevin Powell, though. Anyone who loves CSS knows who Kevin Powell is. He's one of my favorite people. Okie doke. Yeah, let's just start building this out. So I know we'll need a form. I'm going to probably just keep everything in one component, or maybe just do a couple of components. Let's do very, very simple stuff here. Well, let's also see what we have access to. Inputs. Actually, wasn't it called like a label something, or I don't remember what that thing was that we used. I think it was called like a floating. Let me see if I can search for it. It's called like floating label. Yeah, floating labels. Here we go. Like that. This is literally just like Bootstrap, except I'm getting blinded. It's like the only difference. Messed up Rocket and pasted a link, I guess. Haha. I've done that before. No worries. Show the code. This font is giving me brackets vibes. Does anybody knows what brackets is? Brackets are? What is all of this? This isn't the code I need. Oh, this render for the code is weird. I don't think this is supposed to be here. I don't think this is supposed to be here. Now this is the code. Let's copy this. So we're gonna have to import some of this stuff. So let's import form group, input, label. I think that's everything, and then the button, right? Yeah. Does that just work out of the box? Nothing ever just works out of the box for me. Why do I have so many browsers open? Let's go to local host. Is it the wrong local host? Yeah, something's wrong. Let's see what we're forgetting. Delete line 36. What did I do? 36. Is there an open fragment somewhere? Oh, that's so weird. Why is that there? And what are all these things? I hate this. Does anybody know what these are on line 30? Because I see them a lot while I'm working with React. And I don't know what they are. But yeah, that should fix it. Cool. I'm actually really surprised how easy this little library is to work with. Maybe there is some hope for me working with React. So I wonder if I still have access to, well, we can delete this form and this form. I wonder if I actually have access to that dark mode feature that we used earlier. Oh, look at Travis asking the same thing. So that was a data attribute. I wonder if I can literally just do data BS theme equals dark directly on this. Nope, doesn't look like it. And it does not like that. Oh wait, yeah, it does. It's fine. Darl. I swear. Okay, it does not look very good though. Oh, this is because it's on the component. So let me actually take this off. And we can go ahead and pop this directly in the HTML page. Where's our HTML page? There it is. Do it on the HTML. Sweet! It's almost like we're writing vanilla JavaScript in HTML again. React removes white space between elements. That forces a space to be injected, preventing React from stripping it away. That's cool. I did not know that. I noticed those being added when there's line breaks and it knows. Okay, cool. I mean, that kind of makes sense. That's kind of what I figured, but I didn't know or understand. So that's cool. Harkin randomly joining the stream and offering all this value. It's what these streams are for. Typically, I stream doing stuff I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm also very new to React, so a lot of this React stuff is new to me, and I'm just trying to learn it. So it's a lot of failing on my end, but I feel like this is like the best way to learn. I've learned so much streaming and breaking stuff, like literally just breaking things and trying to figure it out on stream. It's been fun. And look how much I've learned already. I learned all about React Strap. I swear if I end up switching from Tailwind to Bootstrap. React is my day job. Nice. What do you do? What do you do? Who do you work for? My cat's waking up. Hopefully he doesn't start being all antsy. All right, let's close off this because I'm not gonna need that anymore. Also, I'm probably gonna want this open. All right, let's get started building this. We don't need all this stuff for sure. So let's delete this, and we can delete the button. We don't need the button either. So we have our form group. Cool. Let's change the ID to do item. Placeholder will be add a new to do. And copy this over, paste it as our floating label text. And this is example email. We're gonna change this to do item. Cool. It's working. Nope. LOL. Definitely not liking my in real life name with online handle. React. Wait. Not linking my in real life name with my online handle. Oh, did I ask you your name? I didn't mean to ask you your name. I just wonder what you do. We can delete the button. We don't need the button. Also, don't feel obligated to tell me anything. I'm a stranger. I'm literally a stranger on the internet. You know what? I want to open up the other repo that we just did. Let's take a look at what that actually looks like in the browser so I can kind of mimic it. So I kind of forgot. Okay, so we just have an H1 up here, top of the form. Let's do H1 to do list app. Let's say class name equals text center. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, no worries. To-do list app. Oh, you know what? We need to set some padding on this form like we did in class name. Padding, what did I do? Padding 5, I think, on the form itself. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do a little bit of margin bottom 5. I do enterprise front-end engineering for a market research company, though. Nice. It sounds a lot like my my first position too that I had. At least you get to work with React. I had to work inside ASP.NET and use C#, and I hated every bit of it. I even had to write Angular. So React was not my first framework. That's kind of why I'm finally getting into learning React now. Wait, did Rohald say that? Our backend is in C#. Yeah, that's how it was at my first job. And I got thrown into it and had to learn it. And this was way before there was like all this AI stuff that could really help you learn things. So it was a headache. I loved it though. I loved my first job. I really did. Oh, it's on his profile? That's cool. Pretty much every single person I know loves Pokemon. Me included. Me included. All right, let's go and build this out a little bit more, so the stream isn't too long. I think we've been streaming for like almost 3 hours now. All right, so now we need list group. There we go, list group. Which list did we use? I think we used like a specific one. Yeah, we used the ones with the oh, I don't see them. We used the ones with the check boxes. Do they not have them here? Custom content badge, flush, active, list group. Yeah, they don't have them here. I guess we'll just do them ourselves. It's not a big deal. No biggie diggy. All right, let's take the code. I should probably put this in another component, to be honest. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a component for it. So, new file. I'll say to do list item dot JSX. Oh wow, that's really cool. How much years of experience in development you got? Sound like you have a lot. Streaming is exhausting. I feel that. All right, so we're gonna keep this list group in here. Or wait, what is this actually looking like? So list group, and we have our list group items. Yeah, so let's keep the list group in here. Let's pop this all into a fragment though. And let's also import list group. And inside of here, we're gonna loop through all of our list items, which will be our to-dos whenever we get them. But let's go ahead and pop in that markup now. This is basically what that's gonna look like. It's just gonna be one of these components. So let's import it. Import list group item from, what are we import? What are these? From React Strap. Let's import that component. To do list item from to do list item, and let's just pop that in here, make sure it works. Cool, it does. We're gonna also set this up with we'll do a class of container and P5, and we're gonna add that container class to form as well. Keep these kind of centered and it's the same. I think we're gonna do PX5 though for this. Remove that spacing between the list items. Oh yeah, we also need a button. How dare I forget our button? We also need to bring that back in, import it. Almost 15. I cut my teeth in PHP in the jQuery days, working in healthcare. Haven't done back-end work in years now. I rather enjoy front-end work. Front-end's awesome. I'm kind of diving in a little bit into the back-end too. It's been fun. I feel like I don't really have a preference between front-end or back-end. I remember when jQuery was so popular, I built everything in jQuery. Like, I mean everything. And then I hated it. And I was really upset. All right, I gotta spell button correctly. Button, add new to do. Where's the button? There it is. All right, so let's give it a class. Actually, color is the thing that we're looking for. So we'll do primary. We say class name equals width 100. We'll do a padding 3. Cool. So this is starting to look a lot like our other to-do list app. This is 170% zoomed in, so let's do the same. Let's see if we can get it like 1 for 1. So far, it's pretty accurate. This is the vanilla JavaScript version right here, and then here is the React version. So let's change up some of the stuff. So we did add a new to-do. Let's do that again. Add a new to-do. All right, that's the version. It's add to-do, sorry. Add to-do and add to-do. Add a to-do. All right. Do we see a difference? Add to do. Yeah, we gotta change this to add to do. Add a to do. Oh, right here. There we go. I'm just being picky. Okay, so this is a 1-for-1 match right now, which is great. Other than the items right here. Also, we need to do a checkbox. Is that part of React Strap? Inputs. Nope. I mean, it's just a checkbox input. I'll just do it myself. Inside forms. Oh wait, is this where I needed to get my input? That matches what we did. I bet you so. I bet. Or maybe not. Yeah, because it was in the lists thing. So that's fine. Let's go to checkboxes. Inline checkboxes. There we go. I mean, it's pretty basic. Yeah. Where'd it go? Oh, this website hurts my eyes. Show the code. Input. Checkbox. Label. All right. Easy. I guess we got to put it inside of a form group. So let's copy the form group down too. So this is going to be inside of here. So we're going to actually have to import. Well, let's paste it in and then we'll import what we see. So we got form group. We have input and we have a label. Cool. Still works, except I can't click on the text. So let me see. See, that might be an issue because I really want to keep that feature in there. I wonder if I can just add the ID. So label or the for attribute. For equals, let's do to do. Let's just keep it kind of generic for now. Type checkbox ID to do. Will that work? Okay, cool. That's simple. So let's add the delete button last since we'll just implement that feature last. And let's just see if we can start adding and adding some to-dos. Do I still have that other repo up? I do not. That's fine. Oh, wait. No, I don't. That's fine. Refs is probably what I'll need. Yeah, we'll set all that up whenever we get to it. Yeah, we had that issue with the other with the vanilla JavaScript one where we had to like dynamically add in like a counter that added a unique ID. Because if we added the word to do 3 twice, it would mess up. So, all right, cool. Let's get started on some of this logic. And I'm so new at React, so I'm probably gonna do a lot of things wrong, but it's fine. This is how I learn. All right, so this is the React version right here. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that open. I'm gonna keep Bootstrap. I'm gonna close Bootstrap because this seems to do everything I need, including blind me. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this to-do list items. Don't need that right now. Oh, you were keying everything off the label. Keying everything off the label. What you mean? All right, so form. Let's add an on submit. Pass in the event, say e.prevent default. Does this actually? Yeah, it does. Refresh. E.prevent default. Does this work out of the box? Probably not. Oh yeah, it does. Cool. I think the button needs to have like a type of submit though. Also. Cool, that works. You mentioned it breaks if you add the same item into the to-do list twice, e.g. test and test. Yeah, so I'll just open up that repo real fast. This is for the vanilla version that we had done. To do 3 and to do 3 and to do 2. So to do 2 works. To do 3 works, but if you click this before we implemented the feature, actually I took the feature out because I wanted I wanted people to come in and contribute to it, but because of how we're doing it, we're adding the label and we're adding the ID for the checkbox is equal to the name of the to do. That's how we decided to do it. So if you inspect it, the for attribute is to do 3 on this one, and the for attribute on the first one is also to do 3. Yeah, we fixed it, but I took the code out. That way, if somebody wants to PR that, it's an easy PR for someone. All right, back to Vite. Cool. Our input, say on change. How do we want to do this? Dang. All right, one app in Vanilla JavaScript, and I'm starting to forget. Let's import useState. Would you put the value of the input in state or use ref? I've done both, and I feel like, I don't know, it re-renders the component, so you would use state, right? Input val set input val equals use state. And we can just say on change, we want to set input val equal to e.target.value. And then we want the value to be input val. Make sure there's no errors. Cool, no errors. On form submission, we want to add a new to-do. So let's say add new to-do. Function add new to-do. And we want to, I guess, put this in state. Or no, we would use, would we use useRef for this? Because this isn't updating the state. Yeah, it is. Is it? Yeah, it is updating state because we're going to loop over this. So const to-dos set to-dos equals use state. Set it up as an empty array for right now. And we can just say set to-dos is equal to to-dos. Wait, how do I do this? It's been a minute. Set to-dos prev. Oh, you know what? We can say, let's take everything that's already in to-dos and then add the new to-do. That should work, right? But we need to get this value. And I think I'm gonna have an issue with state. Be back in a bit. All right, adios, Travis. I think I'm gonna have an issue with state not updating yet if I pass in input val. But if I do, yeah, let's just try it. But I think I'm gonna have an issue. So input val, if I say test, actually, let me open this up in Chrome because I have the React stuff in there. So yeah, our state is empty. To do one, if I hit add to do, oh, I need to take this email off of the type off of, yeah, let's do text. Name, we'll just do text too. It's fine. All right, so if I do to do one and hit the button, all right, so it does add it to state, but I bet I wouldn't be able to render it. Let's try. Initially in state, let's say, let's just put test right here and let's loop over it. So let's say to-dos dot map to do, let's grab the index, let's return, what was that? To-do list item, to-do list item, key, we can say index, and we can pop in to do right here. So why is some input right? Oh, you know what? We got to change this to do. I'm gonna pass it in as a prop. Const to do equals props. Yeah. So it's giving me an item. Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. I think this would make it work. Yeah, okay. So now it's rendering that from our state. But I feel like if I add something directly into state, like test2. Oh, okay, no, it does work. Okay, cool. I was thinking I might have an issue with state updating in enough time, but it seems like it's working. So let's remove this from state initially. So this is empty. So we're gonna have to do one. Let's also empty out that input field. So on form submit, let's also, because you are declaring function add to do on each render, it updates correctly. Yeah, it must have been something else that I had built not too long ago, or I must have did it differently because it was just not updating in enough time. But like you could see it in the console. I mean, in the developer, you could see it in the state that it was in there, but it wasn't rendering on the page. And it gave me such a headache trying to figure out. Okay, so now I want to take that input and take the value of it and empty it. I think that's easy. We just need to update the state for that. So we could say set input val to an empty string. Would that work? To do one? Yeah, to do two, to do three, to do four. Sweet. All right, now rendering the delete button should be pretty simple. Have you tried Svelte? It's amazing for reactive things like this. I have not tried Svelte yet, and that's on my list. It's on my list of things to try here pretty soon. It seems like a lot of what we've been doing on the stream lately is trying out new things that I haven't done before. So we're gonna add Svelte to it. I want to learn Svelte and SvelteKit pretty bad. Like I said, it's been on my list for the longest time. All right, so we have our to-dos showing up, and basically when we have any of these clicked or checked, I want to add a delete button. So let's figure out how we're gonna do this. First off, let's just make the delete button. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna import button from what was it? React. React strap, right? Yeah. Also, we're using Bootstrap. I have not used Bootstrap in years, and I'm trying to see how hard this is. And it's actually a lot easier than I remember, but I'm having fun with this. And I say that loosely. I'm not having the most fun with it. Let's just say delete to do. And let's give it a color of danger. I think that was it, right? Danger. Where is it? Oh, we got to render it. Delete button. Let's import it. Cool. Let's put this in a group. Well, let's just put it in a div. Say container and do like P5 maybe. Oh, thanks for the follow. Where are you coming from? Discord? Slack? Twitter? I think I posted on Twitter I was going live today. Or are you just finding the stream? Be right back. All right, Harkin. I think that's it. Harkin. Let's do a width full on this button here. Nah, just browsing what people are up to on Twitch. Cool. Yeah, we stream every single Thursday, same time, but this is like the first time I've set the topic to software development. So we're actually getting a couple of new people in here. It's kind of cool. Class name. I'm gonna do width 100, I think was the Bootstrap. Yeah, I'm gonna do like P3. So we built this completely in Vanilla JavaScript earlier in Bootstrap. And it was a lot of fun. And I'm trying to mimic it perfectly. I gotta get that button to come up. So also we were zoomed in to like 170, which I don't think I can replicate perfectly on Chrome. So it's fine, but I think that looks okay. Cool. Now I only want to render this button when we have any of these items checked. So let's figure out how we're gonna do this in React. Should be pretty simple, I think. Gotta think. I don't need the to-do list item. I love vanilla JavaScript. Can't wrap my head around the more complex frameworks, but Svelte is such a vanilla-like thing. Can't recommend it enough. Wow. I've never heard that. I've never heard that before with Svelte. I'm gonna give it a try. Maybe on one of the streams coming up, we'll build something in Svelte. I do have an idea of trying to build a to-do list app in every framework and just kind of seeing which ones work good, which ones are more complex than others, because they're all starting to kind of feel like the same thing. But maybe we'll do one in Vue, Angular. We'll use Svelte. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm very new to React, so this is like me learning React, and I'm adding Bootstrap to the mix for whatever reason, I don't know. But we're having fun. Bootstrap is not as bad as it used to be, that's for sure. It's been actually kind of nice to use, but I definitely prefer Tailwind. And I really, really love vanilla JavaScript. I haven't used it much recently because I'm using so much React, so it's been a little tough trying to get some things done because my brain is in React mode, but it's still pretty cool. Recently finished Meowler.com and Svelte. Took barely a weekend. Let's take a look at it. Oh, this is cool. Meow meow, search 500 cities. Oops. Oh, why is it? Oh, it's a big input field. Let's do like Dallas, Texas. There we go. Oh, this is neat. Keep meaning to check out Svelte, but there's never enough time. I feel that. Same here. Wow, this is really cool. This was all done in Svelte? This is neat. Pounce onto our travel community. I like that. I like the pun. This is really neat. I like this. I also like this recommended other meowsome destinations. The puns are great here. I love this. Let's check another one out. This is really cool. I'm assuming you're using some sort of AI model for the imagery. Which AI model are you using? Things to do, undefined, undefined. This is really cool. And you did this in one weekend? That's crazy. Yeah, content and images are GPT-4 and Midjourney. This is neat. So I don't know if you're familiar with our product. I work for Team Treehouse. We have a community section where we well, I'll show you. We have this community section where we pop in some cool links. Oh, cool. Our new nav bar is live. That's cool. But yeah, if you go to Treehouse links, you can pop in some cool stuff. I'm gonna pop in if you're okay with it, I can pop this into our links where other people take a look at some of the cool stuff that we think are cool. It's kind of like a resources hub. I'd love to put your website in there. It's really neat. I love seeing stuff like this. Yeah, no problem. Cool. Thanks for letting me put it in. That'd be awesome. I really like this. I'm gonna put this in my Discord. Yeah, you can hop in our Discord too if you want. Look, I'll put the link down here in chat. treehouse.co/join Discord. I think that's the link. It should take you to our Discord if you want to join. Did I put that in the Discord? Yeah, cool. It does take you. It is the right link to join. Yeah, don't feel pressured, but if you want to join our Discord, that'd be cool. After stream, I'll go ahead and pop your link into our links for Treehouse. Yeah, and you could check us out there at teamtreehouse.com. All right, let's get back to the to-do list. Let's figure out this whole delete button thing. Actually, what time is it? 3:16? Yeah, I think we have enough time. I still think that's crazy. You did that in one weekend. That is a really awesome app. All right, let's get this to-do button done. So how can I do this? How can I do this? Harkin, if you're back and you want to give me some advice on the best way to do it, I'm sure I can figure it out, but it might take a bit for me to think this through. I haven't built this type of delete from a to-do list app where you can select multiple items and delete them all at once. Oh yeah, that was the HTML version. Let's close that up. Thanks. It's all open source, by the way, with a short description of the process. Don't want to distract. Feel free to check it out later. Okay, cool. Let me grab this, and I'm gonna save this link. Put it in my list of links. I would love to contribute to something like that. I'll definitely take a look at it for sure. Let's see. Where's my DMs? Where's my DMs? Oh, there we go. Cool. Awesome. Saved it. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I also really like that you did it in Svelte, so it's going to give me a little idea on how Svelte works. All right, what do I have open? I just want to keep these two open. Okay, cool. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to make this super simple. You could query selected the checkboxes like you did in vanilla. The React way would be to have a state variable specifically for selected checkboxes, which then delete the button. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. It's like halfway what I was thinking, but that does sound a lot better. See, my whole issue with React that confuses me is like when you click on an item, like let's say I clicked on this second one, how do you add that second item, not the first or the third or any of the others? How do you add that specific item to an array? Like I know how to do it. I just don't understand how it works behind the scenes in React. Like it makes complete sense and I know how to do it. It's just weird. So anyway, let's just const, we can say checked to-dos, set checked to-dos equals use state. And we'll set this up in an array also, I think would be the best bet. Man came, man saw, man working hard, man followed, man happy. Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow. All right, so I think this would be pretty simple to implement. So let's just add an event listener. Since we're adding this on the checkboxes, we can do an on change. Yeah, we can do that. So we can do on change. We're already, oh no, we're not already doing that. We have an actual component for it. So we have our input here, type is checkbox. So let's do an on change. And on change, what do we want to do? Well, let's add, well, since we're actually, oh, you know what? Since this is one component per like item, I think it'd be easy to add this to the list, right? So let's pass in our checked to-dos and the set checked to-dos. Let's do it. So let's say checked to-dos equals checked to-dos, and we can say set checked to-dos equals set checked to-dos. Now we're having them set up as props. Let's do checked to-dos and set checked to-dos. React is the reason I shifted to app dev. Man, it changes so fast in the frameworks of JavaScript, man. Yeah, I'm kind of just learning React. Like I'm trying to get better with it. That's why I do these streams. So I'm pretty new with it, but I feel like I've learned so much by like learning on stream and like literally breaking things. Newly added props are on the wrong component. They probably are, aren't they? No, they're on the right component, right? Because I want to, when I click on this, like when I click on this input in app.jsx, oh yeah, you're right. I did it on list to-dos. My bad. Hold on. My cat's awake and now he wants to play with all my cables. Give me a sec. That's a charger cable, bro. You're gonna break it. Need a decoy keyboard. What is a decoy keyboard? All right, where's the right component? Here it is. There we go. Good catch. Because that I probably would have racked my brain trying to figure that out. For your cat, keyboard to deploy. And keep your cat away from your actual keyboard. I know, right? He normally just sleeps next to me while I'm coding. He's been sleeping for too long, so come on, dude, go back to sleep. You were being good for a while. Make sure my camera's still focused. All right, now that I got the props on the right thing, let's see if we can use them. So on change for the input. So when we change it, let's say set checked to-dos. Now, see, this is where I would get confused. So how do I add the currently clicked to-do? to the check to-dos array? Like, how does it know to add this specific to-do? This is what's always kind of like, this is like where my frustration, not frustration, this is where like my knowledge with React kind of gets blurry because I don't understand this part that much yet. Set check to do, previous to do's, previous to do, and to do. But where does that to do come from? That last part of that array where we're putting in a new to do. Or does it just know? I mean, I could try it. We can try it. Set checked to do's. Let's spread what's already in checked to do's and then add the new to do. But I just like this to do right here. How does it know? And does that even work? Let's see. Let's open this up in Chrome. All set state functions can either take what you're setting in the state to or take it. Okay. Let's see. To do one. So where am I setting this state? The state is set in, well, state is set in app. So let's just go to app. So to do one. See, like I completely understand how this worked, how doing this added it to that that array, that state, but I don't understand it at the same time, if that makes sense. Like I could write this every day, all day, but I don't understand how it works behind the scenes, like how it knows that that's the to-do I'm speaking of, unless it just has a reference of it because it's its own component. Maybe it's the to-do you got from props. The behavior differs based on whether what you're passing is a function or not. So if you want the previous state functionality, it needs to be a function. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Does make sense. Cool. So, I mean, now that we have it in state, it should be pretty easy to delete. It should be pretty easy to update, I think. Actually, no, this would be very confusing for me. So now that I have an array of the checked items, let me see if it takes it out. Okay, so now we have an issue because when I on change, I need to check and see if it's checked first. You're passing the props through. You're passing the to-do through the props. Okay. Yeah, so this on change works, but it actually, I need a little bit more of a check because whenever I check it again, and I check it again, and I check it again, and I check it again, it just keeps adding it to the state of check to-dos. So I think this would be easy. We can just say to-do.checked. If to-do.checked is true, then we'll want to update it, right? Need to run. We'll check Discord and Treehouse stuff later. Good luck. Awesome. Have a good day. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for sharing your app. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. Why did I delete that? To-do.checked. If to-do.checked is true, then we want to update that state. But if on change, if the to-do is not checked, right now to-do is a string. So to-do is not a reference to the input, is what you're saying, right? Let me console.log to-do. Let me see what we're actually getting back. Yeah, you're right. It is just a string. To-do comes from line 4 where you're pulling it out of props. Yeah. And we're passing, yeah, all we're doing is taking that out of state and passing it in there. So that makes sense. So it's not a reference to the element like I thought. It's literally just what we're passing in as props. You can check if to-do exists in to-dos. That kind of makes sense. I kind of feel like I understand where you're going with it. Yeah. Let's pass in the event. So on change, e dot target dot checked. Yeah, if e.target.checked, then we can add it to state, right? And then we could say set checked to do's, and we can spread what's already in here. You know what though? My brain's thinking. I mean, let's just... Why am I drawing a blank here? Oh. If it's in there, pull it out. If it's not, put it in. Alternatively, you could check the content of checked to-dos. Yeah. Let me start this over. So if e.target.checked is true, then let's say set checked to do's, and we'll take the previous to do's, and we can spread that, and then add in the to do, and that to do is just the string. Else, what do I want to do? Turn word wrap on. Else nothing, right? At least for now. Let me just see if this is gonna do what I want it to do. So to do one, let's check the app. Okay, so it adds it in there. If I click it again, it does nothing. That's great. Now if I add it, now I click it again, then it adds it as a second item. So now I also need to check to see if it's already in there, I guess. Previous to-dos.filter. I'm gonna take the to-do, and if the to-do is not equal to the to-do string, and that filter is gonna return everything that makes that, that would be the else to remove it during the uncheck. Yeah, let's just try that and go from there. So let me see what that was. Else previous to-dos. So why is it saying previous to-dos not followed? Doesn't this just bring a reference to the previous state? Oh wait, hold on. I think I got a prev to-dos like that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Duh. Okay, so we're saying check to-dos. The signature is wrong. It needs to be a function. Yep. Okay, yeah. My brain's all mush. I've been streaming for like almost 4 hours now. So let's figure this out. So if the event.target, which is the input that we're talking about, if it's checked and we click it, then we're saying we're updating the to-dos with the previous to-do, with all the previous to-dos with the current to-do. Else we're filtering it. Ah, okay. Let's see what this is doing. I think I understand this. To do one, undo it. It takes it out, adds it back. If I click it, it takes it back out. Okay, that's exactly what I needed. That's cool. This makes total sense. Also, you can use filter to do, and to do is not equal to do because of variable collision. Also, you can't use filter to do. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Okay, so now that we have a state set up for the to-dos in here, I think that should be super easy to delete the to-do, because then we could just literally filter what's in this state, or we can look for those indexes in this state and then delete them. Line 14, your variable inside the callback is the same as the variable from the outer scope to do that you're referencing. On 14, to do, and then to do. Yeah, I know. I saw that when we were doing it. Previous to do. Let's just do T like you were doing. That should work the same, right? Yeah, cool. There we go. Checked to-dos. We don't really need that in here. We don't need this. We're not doing anything with that. We're gonna need that inside of our delete button. In order to make sure the two variables are different names. Yeah. I mean, I was getting confused reading it back, to be honest, but it worked, so I just ignored it. But yeah, you're right. Probably should just use something different. Also, now that you're using the function callback pattern, you don't need to check to-dos anymore. What do you mean? Oh yeah, what I just deleted. True. So let's actually also delete it from sending it into that as props, because we don't need that at all. Yeah, you already removed it. I wonder how much of a lag there is between when y'all type and when I can see it. So we got that working. I think this should be pretty easy to delete now. So on the delete button, let's add an on click. And I think we're gonna have to do some filter again. I'm not the best with JavaScript arrays. They do kind of confuse me, but I think this should be pretty simple. Only a few seconds, but it was in the middle of typing when you removed it. Gotcha. Check with the two to-dos and having the same name. Yeah. I really appreciate you guys helping me with this. I'm sure this is super easy stuff for y'all, but I'm learning React, so this is fun. It's a lot of fun for me. Make this a little smaller. Okay, so on click, what do we want to do? Well, we want to take everything that's inside of the check to do. So we're going to need the check to dos in this. Let's take that out of props. So on click, I'm also going to need the to-dos, I think, right? Like just straight up the to-dos. Never used React and hopefully never will have to. How do you know so much about React then? You'll definitely need the set to-dos. Set to-dos. Straight up. I was just guessing. Hey, you're pretty smart. You're pretty good at guessing. You should go buy a lottery ticket. Okay. Let's see. So on click, I have access now to my to-dos and my checked to-dos. I hate that we called it checked to-dos because now that's kind of confusing, but I just got to remember that's just the queue for deleted to-dos. Well, I know we're going to want to set the to-dos, but what do we want to set them with? I think what we're going to want to do is the check to-dos. We want to see if they match anything in the to-dos, and if so, we want to delete it out of the set to-dos. I mean, out of the to-dos. So let me think. I think that would be just a simple filter. So if I say to-dos.filter to-do, well, let's just say to-do. Well, no, say to-dos. So to-dos.filter, and for each to-do is not equal to, no, it should be equal to, let's get the index. And we could say checked to-dos I, right? Now I feel like I'm drawing a blank. Let's see what Copilot says. Enable completions. So it's saying set to-dos will equal to-dos.filter. We'll take the to-do, and if it's not equal to check to-dos.includes to-do. Yeah, that makes total sense. Because we're basically checking each to-do inside of to-dos, and if that to-do includes what's in check to-dos. And we don't have to remove anything because we're doing this inside of the setter function. Yeah, let's try that. I like writing the completions anyway because it kind of helps me. I don't like to just get them and just go with it. Why is it yelling at me? Check.to-do includes is missing in props. Check to-dos right here. And if you convert that to a callback pattern, you can remove the to-dos needing to be passed in, although it is not important in this case as it is for the to-do item components. I feel like I kind of understand what that means. All right, I'm gonna. All right, let's just see if this works. I think it will because it makes sense logically. To do 1, to do 2, to do 3. So if I want to do that and delete it, yeah. So it kind of works and it kind of doesn't, because now it's adding that checked state to the wrong to do. It deleted the right one, but now it's adding a checked state where it doesn't need to be adding a checked state. I think that's what it did anyway. Let me make sure. To do 1, to do 2, and to do 3, and we'll delete to do 1. And what I think is going to happen is to do 2 is going to get that checked state. Yeah, it does. And now if I actually click delete, nothing happens because I don't think this is actually checked. But now if I do it, yeah, it'll delete it. That's weird. I actually don't understand why that's happening. to do one. Let's check the state. To do 1, 3, and 5. So if I click on to do 2, oh, I'm sorry, to do 3. To do 3 is added into that. Effectively, it's because you're keying on index. Oh, and you know what? I was told that that was bad practice. So what's the best way to add the key? What is the best way to do it? There's a complicated explanation, but change your key to do. Well, I guess to do is unique, right? But what happens if I have the same to do? Because I know the key needs to be unique. So if I do to do 1, to do 2, to do 3, let's see if that fixes it. Okay, cool, it does. But now I wonder if it would break anything if I do to do 1, to do 2, I'm sorry, to do 3, and then to do 3 again. Yeah, see, it deleted both of those now. But I think that actually might be due to it having a checked state because it has the same ID. You key off the thing that your application expects to be unique. Yeah. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I always use index thinking that's obviously every time I map over something, it's going to be unique. But then that actually changes when you delete an element. When you delete something from state, that's where it causes issues. So I need to be more mindful of those things. Let me see what's going on in state though. Where am I? Cool. So I think basically this is working. It's a little buggy though. To do 3 is in the to do's twice, and dot filter removes all items that matches the condition. The solution is that rather than your to do items being just strings, you'd have them be an object, each one with an ID property that is unique, which is closer to how this would work in a real world. Well, let's do it then. Let's do it. How would I set that up? Would I just initially set the state to an well, no, it would still be an array, but what I would do is I would say well, I forgot I had completions on, so it's telling me to do that, but I don't want to do that. So whenever I'm creating a I'm trying to think. So whenever I would be creating a to-do, would I just set the ID to to-do as well? So I could say text is to-do like it said, and I could do ID to-do, because that would still be unique. I just don't know if that would be the best thing to do. Well, it's not going to be unique if to-do is the string from the input. True, because I could just write the same to-do twice. You need to generate a unique ID. How would I generate a unique ID? Could I create a function that just creates a random number? Though the likelihood of that number being duplicated would be low, it's still possible. Yeah, or use a library for it. Let's see if we could just do that and then see if we can work with it. Function, or actually let's just say, let's just do it directly into here. Actually, I think it's math.floor first. No, I think it is random. Random math.floor. Nope, I think it is floor first. So it's math.floor math.random. Let's do times like 1,000. Math.random toString 16 slice chew. That works. Let's just do that. Let me copy that. Oops, I pinned it. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to update some stuff because I think that'll actually break the app. Yeah, it breaks it. So our to-dos are now a little bit more complex. So when we're rendering each to-do, well, we're passing the to-do, but we need to put to-do.text here. And when we're rendering it, we need to update that key to to-do.id. So the key needs to be to-do.id. Let's see if I can see all that in the console. To do item 1. Cool. So it does give me a unique ID, which is sweet. So now deleting it. Wait, does that just work out of the box? Wait, yeah, it should. Let's to do 1, to do 2. I'm sorry, to do 3. Let's do to do 10. So now in state, we have to do item 1 and to do item 3, which I don't think is right, but it shouldn't matter because to do item 1 doesn't exist anymore. Cool. Now I don't want to render the button unless we have anything checked, and that should be very simple to do. Yeah, that would be a bit of refactoring, which I don't mind doing, but we can do that off stream. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, so the button should be super simple. We can just like conditionally render it if our to-dos, our check to-dos is empty. Was that the button right here? Yeah, it was. So we could say checked to-dos. If so, I can turn off completions. I hate that it's always on. I only want it on when I'm struggling. Checked to-dos dot length. Do I need to do dot length? Dot length is greater than 1 or 0, I should say. If that's true, then we want to render that. And now it's gone. So if I do to do 1, to do 2, to do 3, once I check on 1, it should show up. Oh, but I want it to go away after. Oh, you know what? I think we're actually still keeping all of that in state. When we delete it, we need to delete it from state too. If I'm right. Yeah, see, so state, it's still in state. This state right here is our checked. So we need to remove it. So when we delete, how would I do that? How would I remove? So on click, we're gonna also need to pass in the set check to-dos for this now. Set checked to-dos. And inside of app, let's do set checked to-dos. Set check to-dos. Set checked to-dos. Should be simple. Basically should be what we're doing above. We can say checked dot filter to do if the to do is equal to let me also do t is equal to do. I think that's gonna work. Wait a minute. Check to do's. This check to do. If check to do is equal to. Why am I drawing a blank here? To do's not defined. All of our check to do's dot filter. We're going to take each to do, and if to do is equal to yeah, I'm drawing a blank here. Let me let's set up Copilot again. So set checked to do's, and I want to do checked to do's dot filter to do's check to do's dot includes to do. Yeah, so if the to do is does not include checked to do's, check to do's, I want it to be like once it's checked, I want it to be in the check to do state. But when we delete it, I want that specific to do or whichever to do's were checked that's in that state, I want that state to be empty. Wait, why am I overcomplicating this? I think that makes sense. So to do 2, to do 3, let's do to do 4. Yeah, so there we go. Now as we delete, it deletes it from the check to do state. The reason I wanted that is because if I comment that out and we go back and I do to do 2, to do 3 or whatever, and I click on all of these and I delete them, well, this button still shows because I'm rendering this button based off the length of our check to do's. But once they're checked and are deleted, they should be gone from check to do's. So this basically just takes it out of that state once it's done. Am I still overcomplicating it? There's a simpler approach than what you have. Yeah, if there is a simpler approach, let me know. Because this works now. This works how I want it to. So if there's an easier way to do it, then what is it? Let me make sure this works though. Cool. So yeah, as I uncheck it, it takes it right out of the state again. So that delete button goes away. Yeah, you said it out loud. when I asked what it should look like after you delete everything that's checked. Yeah. All right. So I think this is working. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it. An empty array. That would make sense, but I think that would also be buggy because think about this. So if I do to do 2, to do 3, if I delete this and then once I hit delete, if I just delete everything out of the... Well, yeah, that would make sense. Just delete everything out of the thing. Let me see. I feel like that would be buggy though, but let's see. Let's just set it up to an empty array again. Set check to do's empty array. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's just try it because I mean it makes sense. Yeah, look, it's literally doing the exact same thing. Yeah, I did overcomplicate it. We don't need a check and see if it's included. Just set it up to an empty array because once it's deleted, once the delete button's clicked, there should be nothing left that's checked because if it was checked, it'd be deleted. Yeah, makes sense. Cool. Nothing is checked anymore. You've deleted them all. You're basically my brain. Everything you're saying, I'm thinking at the same time. Yeah, set to-dos needs a filter because you might not be deleting all of them. Yeah, exactly. And I think what I was doing, I was looking up at the set to-dos and I was trying to copy down a lot of the logic because it kind of made sense, but it needed to be updated a little. And I think that kind of blinded me from just thinking rationally like, hey, it's a little more complicated than normal. Yeah, dude, I appreciate all the help for real. Cool. So let me open these up side by side and see how different they are. Let me open up the vanilla JavaScript one. I think these should be 1 for 1. I think we did good. Let's make them the same height. So 170, 170. To do 1, to do 2, to do 3. Let's add to do 1, to do 2, and to do 3. So a little spacing issues, but I'm not worried about that. I think the functionality still works the same. And I should be able to delete both of these. Awesome, sweet. Nice. Thanks, Travis. But I'm glad I could help, at least reducing your frustration. Oh, absolutely. Dude, I learned so much. All your little comments helped me out so much. I feel like I have a way better understanding of some of this stuff, especially the easy stuff that was just like too easy for my brain to really grasp. And it won't break. That's the most important part. React version is actually better, nice. You can have duplicate to-dos. True that. I cannot have duplicate to-dos because I took that feature out so that you guys can contribute to it. Sweet. Let's pop this back up into GitHub because I think I'm finished. What the hell is all of this? What is going on in my terminal? Anyways, git status. Let me see. Yeah, git add, git commit. I'm gonna make this super simple. Time to do some to-dos. Yeah, for real. I'm gonna push this up now though. I don't know, just simple to-do list app with React and Bootstrap. Just make it super simple. Push this up. All right, so now these repos should be live. Well, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. I do appreciate all the help, seriously. I feel like I learned so much more about React every single stream. But maybe next stream we can dive into some Vue or Angular or Svelte and learn something new. Like I said, I do have a goal of building a to-do list app or something pretty similar in every single framework. I'm not gonna build it in Unity. Is that even possible? You would know. You're the game dev, Travis. What are you working on right now, Travis? Are you still building out that game that you posted in Discord? That one you posted the other night's really cool, but I'm talking about the one you posted like a few weeks back. I forget what it was called. You had posted a little video of it. I thought it was cool. Dang, my camera does not focus when I lean back. Glad I caught you, gotta jump. So well timed. I agree. Appreciate you coming in here. I stream every single Thursday at this exact same time, so if you ever want to hop back in, I'll be here. Oh, for the little kid, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm hitting on it occasionally, but yeah, started that more recent one as my personal project. Yeah, dude, I like the walking and the jump animations, and I like the logic that you have. Like, you can't jump if you're already crouched. All that stuff seems so cool to me. I want to learn game dev. I just do not have the time. Not with like the huge backlog of things that I want to learn right now. I feel like there's just not enough time in the world for me to learn everything I want to learn. Like, I have to remember to have like a life outside of sitting at my desk learning code. All right, that's gonna be it for the stream. Whoever's still on here, I'll be back same time, same place next week. I gotta a notification. Cool. Adios, everyone. Awesome stream. Thanks for everyone helping out. Repos are live if you want to go contribute. Pop in the Discord. I'll put the link here again real quick. It's trhouse.co/join Discord. If you want to hop in our Discord, hang out with us. But I'll be back here same time, same place next week. Till then, have fun. Happy coding. Peace.